So one of Africa's most prestigious horse racing events is currently taking place in the Cape. Queen's Plate is taking place at the Kenilworth Race Course in Cape Town. My colleague Justin Ford is there. So just how are COVID-19 protocols being observed with this race, Justin?
Yeah, good afternoon, Dudu. A very different type of Lomaran Queen's Plate Racing Festival this weekend at the Kenilworth Race Course. No fans have been allowed, but the jockeys, the trainers, the owners, the grooms of the horses, as well as the stars of the show for today, because generally these events become social calendars. People from all over the country, sometimes all over the world, come and join the festivities at the Queen's Plate. But best to speak to Catherine, who is the organizer of the event. Catherine, surely a very different Queen's Plate this time around. How difficult or how different has it been for you guys to be able to put this together, knowing that, you know what, the horses need to be the stars of the show today?
Certainly a very different year of planning since June, when we realized that we were likely going to be in this situation come January. There's been a lot of back and forth as to how we can safely and responsibly put the show on. As you say, this is about the sport of racing, and we're so pleased as Lomaran, as the sponsor, that we are here today. Unfortunately, we've put a lot in place so that everyone who might normally come to course, the 7,000 people we have here, are able to watch at home. We're getting great feedback and great photographs of people dressed up in their blue and white, watching the live stream from home, and just having a nice time. And the intention always, since beginning to sponsor 17 years ago, Lomaran wanted to bring people back to the racetrack. So whilst we aren't here physically, we've definitely put something on for people to enjoy.
Generally, loads of other sponsors do come on board as well, a different time, because they potentially won't have that necessary interaction with the fans. Is that something that, as an organization, that you guys have felt that people have unfortunately had to stay away because of the necessary places or procedures that have been put in place?
Well, absolutely. It's been an incredibly difficult past 10 months for individuals and companies alike. So for us, we were very aware that asking for a sponsorship is a big ask. We're incredibly fortunate that we have very long-standing sponsors that have worked with us and supported us. And by and large, they've come on board and walked this road with us. It's been different for all of us, but we've had to find a way to promote one another and give one another value through it, and I think that we have managed to do that. So a huge thank you to all of our sponsors over the 2 days, especially Lomaran and Cartier. They've made an immense contribution that will be felt through the racing industry for a long time to come.
Talking about the racing industry that you mentioned, how have they been in terms of accepting the new normal, the new way of operating on particular race day, ensuring that the social distancing, all the protocols are in place? Have they really sort of just taken on board what needs to be taken?
I think people have taken it on board properly, and today is testament to that. Number one is that we could have the horses crossing the finish line. So whatever we had to do and what Cape Racing had to do to make sure that that was going to happen and we were going to manage to do that safely, we've put in place. And everyone's come to the party, from the yards, the trainers, grooms, handlers. It's happened. It's a massive group effort. If one person did something wrong, it would all fall apart. But everyone's really come together in these very kind of strange circumstances and times to make it work.
Catherine, thank you very much. And very shortly, I'm just going to bring in Jonathan Snaith. Jonathan, if you mind just joining us. Catherine, thank you very much for your time. Jonathan Snaith is from the Snaith Stables. Jonathan, just very quickly, how difficult has it been for yourselves and for other trainers to be able to get together and make sure that the horses are in tip-top shape for an event of this nature?
You know, the show has to go on, and sadly it's without the owners and spectators, but we're very fortunate that we are allowed to continue, and there are very strict COVID protocols we have to adhere to, which is fine. It is what it is, and we're making the best of the situation. And what we've done is we've taken sort of most of our events online, and as you know, with the Queen's Plate, there's been a live stream which has gone around the world, and it's a fantastic initiative by Cape Racing. And I must say to the sponsor, Lomaran, and to Cartier and others, that they've done a fantastic job. They've been very loyal to Cape Racing, and I can't wait for the 2022 event. I think we could open up ticket sales now, and hopefully post the vaccines and COVID, the event will be better than it ever was.
Jonah, thank you very much. Thank you for your time, all short and sweet of it. Well, there we go, Dudu. You know, organisers, racers, horses, jockeys, the trainers themselves, just very happy to be able to be out here today to ensure that they can compete against the best and make some good money.
Let's leave it there. Hopefully you'll be able to make some good money. That's if you put your money on a winning horse.